I believe like that still that human involved into the loop of customer success, customer support here is still very important and necessary. And human support at Hostinger, today I'll be speaking like more from the Hostinger's perspective on how we deal with this question. You really want to talk with humans, is a critical and essential part of Hostinger's DNA. The reason for that is Hostinger is a service that provides online tools for you to become successful online. So if you want to build a website, if you want to have a domain, if you want to represent your business online, you go to Hostinger and we provide you the tools to do that. It's quite a technical challenge to do that, and your regular John or your regular Uncle John, right? He doesn't have any technical capabilities of understanding how to establish that online presence, right? So that's where human support is there every now and then at Hostinger, holding by your hand and actually helping you out set up the things that are necessary. Domains, DNS, migrations, Cloudflare, and all of the other technical keywords that you don't have a clue what it is about. So that's why human support at Hostinger is really, really important. And Hostinger's journey across this last few years was immense. We had 1 million customers a few years back. Now we're at 5 million customers. Right now, you can imagine the scale and growth that we have. And that's quite a big number to provide qualitative human support, right? So the thing is, with the scalability and with the things that we needed to fill in, we needed to provide one of the few things to provide quality human support. The support for 5 million customers is quite difficult, right? And that's a problem that we saw. Customers want to talk with humans. And at Hostinger, one of the critical DNA parts is that we view customer problems as an opportunity to improve the experience. So we saw this, do we really want to talk with humans as an opportunity for us to improve the experience? But the problem with this, and the problem that we had with scaling from 1 to 5 million customers in a very short time span, is that we view this as an operational problem. It's simply an operational problem. It's people, it's trainings, it's QA, it's all of the fancy stuff that you need to do to support and provide quality support for your customers, right? So the main three fallbacks, I think that most of the companies deal with and go for is they hire hundreds of people. They hire 500, 1,000 to fill in the gap for the scalability problem. That's one of the solutions. We did that. Another solution is introduce additional steps within reaching out to your support. So you need to do 5 more clicks to reach out to actually support. How frustrating is that? And who thought of that is a very good idea to improve the experience, right? And yeah, so relying on this definitely solves the operational problem that every company has. You hire a bunch of people, you implement some kind of a basic chatbot that is supported with your documents or knowledge base. You do this friction additional page to reach out to your support, and voila, you have your problem solved. Scalability, providing support at a scale, not a problem anymore. So the outcome and first impression of solving this operational problem from that perspective ends up with 20% of conversations being automated with our first initial chatbot that we did, and which is supplemented with knowledge base and articles. That's it. Talk is over. But yeah, truly, and to be honest, AI becomes the hero in this case, and we start questioning. So we solved the operational problem. It's not a problem anymore. The quality, of course, is not on the same par as it was, but it's an acceptable level. And we praise AI as the hero, and we're actually very happy that we dealt with it. Like, we don't have this problem anymore. But the true question remains, like, does this actually improve customer experience? Does it differ in any way that you made additional friction points for the customers to reach out to support. You included a chatbot that provides basic answers to the questions. But does it actually change anything for the user? Right? And then we fall back to one of the questions like, so what do customers actually want? And we frame the problem, customers want to talk with humans, right? That was one of the critical ideas that we wanted to tackle. Human support is just the means to get that. Customers want outcomes. It's not humans. And we started understanding like that the first initial release of our chatbot Kodee was a very successful one, and we understood that we need to iterate on that. So Kodee, our chatbot, needs to become a reflection of those customer needs. And we fall back down to hosting your DNA. It all starts from here. So we have a problem, and it's our opportunity to improve the experience. The problem with that was that we incorrectly framed the problem, that customers want to talk with humans. And when we view this problem as an operational problem, we solved it. But when we view this problem as an experience problem, that's a different story. And that's why we needed to fall back on what Hostinger is all about. It's having customer problems as opportunities to improve the experience. And we decided like, so how are we going to achieve that? So we have a basic chatbot. It answers the questions, not entirely completely the same way that we want it to be. And we start questioning like, so how to move the needle? It looks like that we've reached some kind of a local maximum. So we see the mountain, but there's a bigger mountain above. And we don't see the bigger mountain. Like, how do we reach that? So that's where we start thinking like, what is needed, to reframe that experience? So we start understanding that we started with technical experts that know all about LLMs, about generative AI, how to build chatbots and everything. But do they actually know what the customers need? And do they actually know what are those problems that we need to tackle on? Definitely not. So that's a paradox. We needed problem experts to reshape the experience and not technical experts to start this from scratch. And that's a paradox. Like, how can non-technical people actually improve the experience? They don't know how LLMs work. They don't know anything about AI or chatbots or whatever, right? The thing is that problem experts, the people that are behind working day-to-day basis with customer success, with bugs of products, with the things that matter the most, the people that are actually going to the product team and saying, this problem needs to be solved because this is a pain point for customers, right? They're people that are actually customer experience people. They needed to be added to the team and actually solve this problem. So that's where customer experience problem experts win the round. And that's where our Kodee needs to be transformed. And when we have these people, customer experience people, the ones that know the most about customer problems, they actually go to technical experts and they say, Kodee needs to act like this. Customers want to manage their VPS via chat. Customers want to troubleshoot their issues with Kodee. Customers want Kodee to help with color selection on his website. Everything. And it becomes a crystal clear requirement for technical experts, for technical team to actually implement those. So Kodee becomes a mirror of what customers want. So it's a feedback loop that gets back to where we get started, working from the customer. And the results show we have 1.1 million monthly conversations with Kodee. Users are initiating them. 84%, right now it's 85 by the time I'm speaking, that are being handled by Kodee. And that means like happier users, less tedious work for actual CS and customer support team, and 0 layoffs. And I think it's one of the risks that every company is exposed to, that you can put AI on a pedestal and then forget about the people that matter and create experiences. And we understood that, and most of the people, when I'm saying 0 layoffs, most of the people actually turn to more value-driven roles, which are meant for experience improving, chatbot improving, or any other product roles. An impact on user experience, Kodee does the job quite well. 77% of all the ratings are positive, and there's daily mentions on Trustpilot like, thank you, Kodee, this is the greatest thing that happened to me because you helped me out with difficult questions. So there's this thing that risks that every company is exposed to in this day and age of AI is that you can easily put AI as the hero on the pedestal, right? But the thing is that AI will not do the job for you. You actually need people who know what are the actual problems that you need to solve and what you actually want to achieve. So how do you deliver better value today compared to yesterday with AI? So AI is not the hero, it's the people who shape customer experience. So the true question is, how true are each of you to your own DNA? It's not the question about, do you really want to talk with humans? That is the question that is completely irrelevant in this day and age. If you have a company that is building that experience and shaping that moment for the users with a sense of care and details, then I don't care who am I talking to. I need an answer. I need a confident answer. I need crystal clear and detailed and trustworthy answer. So it doesn't completely matter who you are speaking to. So the last remaining question is, how true are you to your own DNA? Thank you.